22:13 vertrekt van spoor 7a. Herhaling, de sprinter naar Amsterdam Zaandam, Zaandijk, Zaanse Schans en Uitgeest van 22:13 vertrekt van spoor 7a.
Hello everybody, we're in Amsterdam, just leaving Amsterdam Central Station. This will be the first night walk video on the channel. We make these channels, videos on this channel, we make because we love walking, exploring. For my 3-year-old son, it's kind of a blend of two loves. You know, we love getting out, we love exercising, we love seeing new things and visiting new places. We've been all over the world. We've been to Manhattan, UK, London, obviously here in Amsterdam, several other places in Europe. We're shooting videos in Paris, Brussels. Be going back to London shortly, shoot some videos there, and then a lot of live content in the future, hopefully, if this channel gets monetized. A lot of live content, so I'll be able to have viewers interact, and we'll basically see where the channel goes. I have big hopes for it. If anything, I'd love for my son to have the ability to look back on some of these videos when he's older and just know how much his father and his mother love him, and it'll be a great journey for us to look back on some of these times when he was very young, and he may not necessarily remember some things, but he was here. He's not here with me tonight, he's sound asleep, but he's here with us regularly on the daily. And like I say, we'll see where the channel goes from there. Tonight we're going to be walking downtown Amsterdam. We'll be walking some of the more touristy areas. You'll notice a lot of shops and things. It's very Americanized. It's very familiar to us as Americans. A lot of American brands, I'll point some out. Heineken is very big here. It's actually brewed here in the Netherlands. And yeah, so we'll just be exploring the city, learning it a little bit, learning from each other. Hopefully we can get lots of comments and lots of likes and subscriptions, and be able to have conversations about our explorations. Every now and then I'll chime in with interesting facts I might know, or questions I might have, or I'll point something out. So yeah, looking forward to it. It's a windy night here in Amsterdam. It's a little bit chilly, but it's not too cold. I think it's actually perfect for a long walk. These food stations are famous here in Amsterdam. You can get the famous croquettes. Fairly cheap finger food. Pretty good.
Vooral als Ajax zou winnen, zal de hele stad erin zijn. Verlies is altijd rustig. Maar wat gaan jou die Italianen...
Croquettes are delicious.
Ja, die gaan
$2.50. That's €1.
Ik denk ze gaan daar biertje drinken.
That's why you see the comma in there. Everything here is in euro, obviously. Yeah. Very famous Dutch food. Some of the coffee shops are still open. It's a bit of hustle and bustle. It's like New York City in that way. And there's always a bit to do. I found it pretty interesting when we first got here that away from the city center, things close fairly early. They have a very fond appreciation for work-life balance. So they tend to enjoy their time off, spending their time with their family. See all this delicious food, waffles. How are you?
If you eat this one, you go high.
It's not too high. You smoked already or?
Yeah.
The name of the location is L'Amour. Looks yummy. I will not be partaking tonight. It's one of the goals of this channel. For me also is the ability to just get out and exercise. I love exercising anyway. I'm a pretty adamant gym head, if you will.
Sounds good if the legs on the sauce of town.
Make a left up here and see if we can get into some of the more touristy areas in the center. Some of the interesting things. Netherlands, Amsterdam is known for their canals. Beautiful, beautiful canals. Let's walk across the street here and take a look at one, see if we can get a good video of it on camera. Beautiful canals. Air is crisp. Smells of the wood burning fire. It's beautiful. Dutch are always big on also big on their flowers. You'll find flowers everywhere. Netherlands is the largest exporter of flowers in the world. see tulip fields as far as the eye can see in many places. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Lovely Tuesday evening. It's good to see people out and about. There are a lot of closures in the Netherlands and Amsterdam due to COVID. It's nice to see people out and about again, enjoying their lives. It was a really hard time for all of us. So it's good to see everybody back out. Bikes everywhere. Bike culture is very big here. Thousands of bikes, more bikes than people. Cuisine here is very diverse also. You can find all kinds of different cuisine. Indian cuisines, Japanese, Chinese, the Dutch with the bitterballen, the croquettes, the pancakes. You'll notice the lights over to the left, the red lights. Bit of a preview of the red light district. We're not in the red light district per se, but it's obviously a very major attraction for many visitors. Dutch are very, very open-minded. So happy it's nice and cool out tonight. Just makes walking around the city even that much more enjoyable. You have a little bit of a chill in the air. Cools you down a bit. You get a good bit of exercise, and then you don't wind up in a puddle. We are on Spuistrat right now, walking a bit southeast. Let's cut across over here.
Reconstruction.
Lots of construction going on. I'm sure with a city this old, it's always a bit of a job to maintain. Looks like it must be trash night. I love exploring these alleys. There's so many alleys in Amsterdam. It's fun to weave in and out of them. You really never know what's going to be around door number 2. Bikes, lots of bikes. Himalaya Health Center. There you go, Dunkin' Donuts. Like I said, there's a lot of American brands here. Claire's. Americans have no problem assimilating. They say the vast majority of the Dutch speak fluent English. We've never had a problem walking into a bar or a restaurant or a shop and just conversing in English. It's interesting though. They'll greet you in Dutch and then you just you just start speaking English and they pick right up and continue. Different feeling to any city when you walk around at night and the streets are mostly vacant. You see this place in the afternoons. The afternoons, it's packed with people. Albert Heijn is there. Very typical little grocery chain around here. You can pick up your fresh pressed juices and little snacks. You got a Foot Locker. People from the South in the US will recognize the TK Maxx. It's TJ Maxx in the US, but here it's TK Maxx. Same company, but the TJ moniker is taken by a very popular company here, so the parent company of TJ Maxx decided to change the initials to TK Maxx in the Netherlands to avoid any confusion. So same place, just different initials. Coming up, you'll see the omnipresent brand McDonald's, Burger King. What do you got there? What's that?
Medellin, Colombia, Colombia. Medellin.
Say that. There's unique individuals all over the world, from Manhattan to London to Paris to the streets of Amsterdam. Of course, we always want to be alert. Take care of ourselves when we're out and about. Of course, in a lot of these major cities, you have a lot of folks that, go out and enjoy themselves and become intoxicated, and no harm, no foul, but always be safe. Coming up to the beautiful square here. Gorgeous old buildings. It's incredible because, like I say, this place is packed. Packed in the afternoon. There's the famous Madame Tussauds. Madame Tussaud? Tussaud? Drop a comment if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Let me know how it's pronounced. Tussaud? Madame Tussaud. I've heard it Tussaud, Toussaint. Drop a comment and let me know. We're gonna do a loop around, so we'll pass back by the Wax Museum and take a look at some of the nifty wax art they have there. Always jokers, always pranksters. Keeps it lively. What is life without humor? Humor, family, friends, holidays. I love the holidays. These are what make life beautiful. T-Mobile there on the left. Huge brand here in the Netherlands, very big. Urban Outfitters, Mango. It's very interesting. We thought when we arrived here that we'd be in a whole new world, but we weren't. We walked out, we're like, hey, this looks fairly familiar. Water drop. Guess you can come here to buy flavored waters. Very expensive water bottle. I tell you, there's a market for anything nowadays, even free substances. Zara, you guys are know. You'll know Zara. This neon turquoise sign up here on the left. This is Douglas. This is their equivalent to a high-end makeup chain in the US. It was so funny. My wife spent the first couple of days trying to find an eyebrow pencil. She was finally put on to Douglas by one of the attendants at the hotel we were staying at. She was so relieved to find an eyebrow pencil. They have a lot of rules and regulations in place here in Amsterdam to keep larger companies from drowning out small businesses and medium-sized businesses. So you'll find that there's really no one-stop shop as far as products are concerned. Like you can go to a Walmart in the US and pick up pretty much everything you need. I mean, you can buy super glue to toilet paper to groceries to probably a toilet if you needed one. Here, it's not really that way. You have different stores that specialize in different things. So one store can sell makeup products, one store can sell baby clothes, but they can't sell baby furniture. One store sells baby furniture, but they can't sell baby food, as an example. So you'll have clothing stores, and then you'll have cosmetic stores, and very, very rarely will you find one store that carries all of these things. And again, that's to keep a large company like Walmart from coming in and decimating the smaller chains. So good and bad, you know? I mean, like I say, it keeps these smaller stores in business. Mom and pop shops don't have to compete with large brands like that. But at the same time, it's a bit of an inconvenience to have to go to 4 different stores. So there's a give and a take. Give and a take, as there is with everything. Waterstones Bookstore. Souvenir City. Good old souvenirs. reminiscent of Midtown Manhattan. We lived in Manhattan for some time, so you'll hear me referencing Manhattan a lot. It's very interesting to see all the neon signs. The neon signs in your face with the backdrop being some of these very old buildings. Very interesting mix, a blend between the new and the old. That's the beauty of Amsterdam. I find the number of trash can locations very accommodating. Hey! As you can see, left and right now on the screen, there's a trash can on either side. And you tend to get those every 100 feet or so. And we're back. If you notice some glitches in the stream, it's happened twice now. One around the 10-minute mark, and again here just about 30 seconds ago. For some reason my iPhone randomly stops recording and restarts. It's fully up to date. Take care of that post-editing. I was hoping to just be able to do one recording straight through and upload it straight to the channel, but I guess I'm gonna have to go in and do a little bit of editing. Famous canals. Here on the left you'll see those rows of greenhouses. They're actually flower stands. In the afternoons you come by and it's a gorgeous little outdoor market with tons and tons of flowers. You can buy tulip bulbs and pretty much any flower you can think of. Famous bikers out and about. Everybody's still riding their bike. Let's cross quickly and be careful not to get hit. Oh, we have a little song. Clock Tower was singing us a song. It'll be interesting to see if my phone shuts off again. I'm going to keep an eye out around, seems the 10 to 15 minute mark. I'm just recording. I'm not, there's no special app or anything like that. I'm just in the, let's go. There's no specialized app or anything that I'm using. I'm just using the camera native to the iPhone itself. So I'll give us a little bit of a warning. There's going to be a glitch upcoming around the 10 minute mark and the 15 minute mark, and we'll see what happens. You see the cheeses. Henry Willig cheese. Dutch are very popular for their cheeses. It's the home of Gouda, or as we say in the States, Gouda. We're all pronouncing it incorrectly because the correct pronunciation is Gouda. Alive and popping down here. New York pizza. Even in Amsterdam, you can come and get a slice of the famous New York pizza. Hotel Atlanta in the background there. It's interesting to see how much is borrowed from the US when in reality the US gets a lot from the Dutch. Obviously with the history of the Dutch trading companies and things. The dollar was named after a Dutch form of currency, which I never knew. There's a lot of Dutch culture mixed into America, that makes America. Lots of cultures that make America. It's a beautiful thing. Statue of Rembrandt. Famous artist Rembrandt.
Io avevo lasciato qui invece per slide.
Must be a soccer game going on. Soccer is very popular here. Let's cut down one of these side streets and enjoy a beautiful canal. We're coming up on the 10-minute mark. We're 9 minutes and 30 seconds. So we'll give it another 30 seconds and see how this recording goes. Past the 10-minute mark. 10 minutes and 20 seconds. I restarted the phone after it cut off the last time, so maybe that did the trick. Basically making a loop around those backside of those restaurants and things that we just saw. Cut back across and go back up towards the middle of Amsterdam. See some of the more familiar sights and sounds. Drag show bar. Reminds me of Battery Park. A little bit like Battery Park. Let's cross the street here. See where it takes us. Scooters. Scooters are very big here also. There's a big controversy about the scooters because there's tons and tons of designated bike lanes, obviously for manually powered bikes, pedal bikes. Now with the advent of electric bikes and scooters and things like that, they've kind of encroached upon the sanctity, if you would, of the bike lanes. So there's a big controversy about whether or not these electric and battery powered machines should be permitted to utilize the bike lanes. Coming up on 15 minutes. 15 minutes into this. Hopefully not just a snippet of video. Hopefully we surpass the 15-minute mark without incident. It'd be great not to do a whole lot of editing. Just have a very organic experience.
What time do you leave tomorrow?
I prefer that. I prefer to leave things feeling the way they actually felt. Excuse me. Feeling the way they actually felt. Here we go. 14:58, 59, 15 minutes. Let's see how long it lasts. Hopefully restarting the phone did the trick. The uplighting on these buildings is gorgeous. Long tour boats here. During the day they're packed with tourists. Maybe not tourists, who knows? Maybe the locals enjoy those cruises too, because the canals are gorgeous. Tons of boats, so many boats. Walk along the canals in Amsterdam at any given point in the afternoons and see dozens and dozens of boats. Smaller craft, single person craft, larger boats, 5, 6, 7 people, to boats the size of these tourist cruisers that you see here. Trotting down the center of Amsterdam right now. See the canals lined with these boats, these tourist boats. I should start calling them guided tour boats, because Like I said, maybe they're not just tourists that ride these boats. Plenty of tall people in the Netherlands. If you didn't know, the Dutch are the tallest people in the world. I'm a good-sized American, I think. I'm 6 foot. Between 200 and 220 on any given week. Depends on how disciplined I was that particular week. And I feel tiny sometimes. Dutch are very tall, very beautiful people. Coming up past 20 minutes into this section of the stream. Should be probably around 45 minutes total at this point. But as I said, the stream cut out on us a couple of times. The camera shut off and then the iPhone restarted randomly. So this is the third piece of recording after I restarted the phone, so hopefully, like I said, that did the trick. As we're passing 20, coming up on 21 minutes now. Hoping that did the trick. It's the entrance to the Roken subway station. Subways are beautiful here. Nice and clean.
But anyway, bro, to be honest, this is it's too late. Don't like it.
Op camera? Ja. Nee.
People are funny.
Hey Rob, hier ben je dus. Hey, ja, Wessel heeft gefloten.
It's always interesting to see what people do when they think nobody's watching, but in today's society, somebody's always watching. There's always a security camera or a live stream or something going on. I'll tell you, the ambiance here tonight is beautiful. Up lighting on all these older buildings. Oh, it's interesting. I find, now that I'm actually doing it, I find streaming / recording to be oddly therapeutic. It's interesting to get out and have a conversation with yourself and just kind of lay your thoughts out there. I highly recommend it to anyone who is looking for an outlet. Streaming, definitely a positive source of relaxation. Just come out and have a good time, get a bit of exercise, get your thoughts out there. Keeps you in touch with what's going on around me from my perspective. Gives me some time to sit behind the camera and simultaneously interact with the world around me, describing things and enjoying the beauty. Beautiful little water sculpture.
Dus toen vroeg ik aan hem van wil je nog wat eten? Want toen wist hij nog over.
Forgot my Apple Watch. I want to bring my Apple Watch along during some of these recordings and get an idea of my step count and my average heart rate and things like that. Like I said, I'm very big on fitness. I try to eat healthy. I'm a stickler when it comes to healthy eating, lean proteins and things. Vegetables, plenty of vitamins. We're back here in the square. If you notice, right in front of us is where we passed earlier. With those large, beautiful buildings. Picturesque. Absolutely gorgeous. Very impressed with the night capture on this iPhone. If it ever decides to stop shutting off on me. Very impressed with the video quality.
It's a good video.
Thanks.
Look good.
Appreciate it. People are friendly. We'll see. There's an entire store dedicated to American candies. A lot of these will probably look very familiar.
Je ziet veel met Cookie Monster in de etalage.
I don't see many red lights on in the windows, so maybe tonight isn't the night that the red light district is popping. Of course, frites or French fries are very popular here. See frites shops and stands pretty much everywhere. Beautiful canals. Past 30 minutes into the stream, so it's looking like this one's going to hold up, this portion of the recording. See some red lights. I heard somebody scream no photo. We're getting yelled at. We're getting yelled at. Definitely got yelled at. Definitely got yelled at. Well, you live and you learn. definitely know not to turn down those roads again. Might be a love-hate relationship with tourists around here because many do know not to go down and record, and many don't know.
Yeah, I can go and meet you.
Beautiful church. It's the clock tower again. Let's cross back over into the touristy area. Well, the less dangerous touristy area. Guys, we made it to 35 minutes, 36 minutes into the stream. I'm doing a iPhone integrity test. We haven't shut down yet, so it's looking good.
So nice thing.
Steer clear of those red lights. There we go. Looks like we're back on the path more traveled. More Frites restaurants. Yeah, it's delicious. be a dangerous thing walking these streets if you don't know what you're doing. Currency exchange. ATMs to exchange your currency.
What?
You ken dat?
Beautiful streets. Coming back towards Central Station now. We basically did one big loop. Boy, we had some adventures along the way. Central Station. That's where we came in. Very interesting intersection here. The intersection of bikes and cars and people. entire building is Central Station. You have the escalators going down below. Let's go see what these pretty buildings over here are. Some lifts down to the trains below. Well, guys, I think that about wraps it up for our night walk tonight. It was pleasant, enjoyable. It's nice and cool. Definitely an experience. I think I've learned my lesson about watching where I'm walking. If you see those red lights in the windows, that definitely means no-go zone. So we won't be doing that again. Follow this up with a daytime walk video. Maybe it'll be less dangerous to walk during the day. And I hope to see you back. Look for the link to the next video in the description below. I'll also list the equipment that I use, including the infamous iPhone that randomly shuts off every 10 to 15 minutes for the first 25 to 30 minutes of your stream. The iPhone 13 Pro. And we'll call it a wrap. I'm gonna hop my train and I'll see you guys again next time.